A very good morning to all of you. We were doing chapter number 3, that is data handling. And we have already learned what is there in the exercise 3.1. So just recall what we have learned. We have learned many new things in exercise 3.1. What are those new things we have learned in exercise 3.1? Yes, we have learned about mean. We have learned about mean. Anything else we have learned newly? Yes, one more thing we have learned, that is about range. Now, can you recall how we used to calculate mean of any data given to us? Yes, we used to calculate mean just as average we used to calculate. Mean can be calculated as sum of all observations divided by how many observations we have made. Number of observation. Okay. So mean we use to find out using this formula. Mean can be calculated as sum of all observations. Data would be given. So there are different observations. Okay. So we will sum up all those observations. Then we will divide that sum by number of observation, means how many observation we have made. Okay, and mean is nothing, just how we calculate average, the same way we calculate the mean. Now one more thing we have learned, that is range. Can anybody tell me how we used to find out the range? Yes, it is the highest value of that data minus lowest value. So this is the two things we have learned in exercise 3.1, sorry. Now in exercise 3.2, what we are going to learn? Can you guess? Okay, before that, tell me, when you used to calculate mean, as you have done many problems over that, many sums, many questions you have done over mean, so you just compare, okay? You just open your copy and just see what kind of value you are getting in case of mean. You just compare different solutions, whatever you have solved in your copy. Okay, so mean value, whatever you are getting, finally, isn't it that value coming in between the observation? Suppose there are 10 observations. Suppose there are 10 or 11 observations. Okay, like that number of observations are there. Now, if you see the mean, okay, your number of observation may be different according to the question. So, the value you are getting in the mean, you can see it is coming in between. When you arrange the data in ascending order or descending order, okay, you can see the mean value is coming in between the highest value and the lowest value. They are that mean value at an equal distance from the highest value from the lowest value. So mean can be called as a central tendency. Mean can be called as a central tendency because that value gives an idea of a central value. So it is called the central tendency. But there is only one central tendency. Is there only one kind of central tendency, that is mean? No. We are now going to learn more central tendencies. Mean is one of the central tendency we have already know how to calculate in exercise 3.1. Now we are going to learn about another central tendency. Yes, that is mode. Mode is another type of central tendency. So in exercise 3.2, we are going to study about mode. Yes, we are again going to study about the third central tendency also. But that name I will tell later on. Okay, so first of all, after mean, we are going to study mode. Then the third central tendency. That name I will tell you later on. Okay. Now you might be thinking, why we are using another type of central tendency, that is mode. We already learned mean. We can use mean to find out the central value of any given data. Then why we are using mode? So there are some kind of data which are not in numerical value. Okay, there are some datas which are not represented with numbers. So that time we use this central tendency, that is mode. Okay, so it has its own importance also. So let us see when we are using mode as a central tendency. So here, for example, I have taken two types of data. Okay, to explain you in which condition we are going to calculate mode. It will be already mentioned in the question that we are going to calculate mean or mode, but just you must able to identify when we are going to use mode. Okay, it can be a numerical value also. In case of numerical value also we can calculate mode. Okay, but when the data is not given in an numerical value, that time it will be better if we use mode. So from this you will be coming to know what is the meaning of mode. Okay, so here I have taken year 2010 to 2019 and the football matches won by different schools. Okay, from 2010 to 2019. So you can see 2010 KV1 Kachrapara, 2011 KV Kakinada. In this way different schools I have mentioned. Okay, so now how to find what is the mode of this data? So you first tabulate this. Okay, so first school I am taking KV1 Kachrapara. Okay, schools. Here I am writing number of matches won. Number of matches won. Each school has won how many matches? Okay, that I am going to mention here. Now first school I can see KV1 Kachrapara, then KV Kakinada. Then KV1 Kachrapara, then KV2 Kachrapara. Okay, after KV2, KV1 Kalaikunda. Then Kachrapara KV1, then again KV1 Kalaikunda, KV2 Kachrapara already written here, KV1 Salt Lake. Okay, so these are the schools. Okay, from 2010 to 2019 they have won the football matches. Now how many matches they have won? KV1 Kachrapara, how many matches it has won? Since it is a short kind of data, so no need to use the tally mark. We can easily get how many matches it is winning. So KV1 Kachrapara 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 matches won by the school. Now KV Kakinada. this one 1, no more. Okay, so 1. KV2 kasha pada? This one 1, 2. KV1 Kalaikunda. This one 1, 2. Okay, this one also 2. 2 matches 1 by that school. Now Salt Lake 1. Now you add up 4 plus 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 years are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this way I have represented. Now what is mode? Mode is nothing. Here in this example, the school which has won maximum number of matches will be the mode. Okay, so how much the frequency is there we have to see. The data which is occurring most often. The data which is occurring most often. Okay, means highest frequency. The data which is occurring most frequently, most often it is occurring. Okay, maximum time it is occurring. That data will be our mode. That data will be our mode. So you have understood in this example how to calculate that mode. So mode is nothing, is that data, is that observation which is occurring most oftenly, most frequently, maximum frequency we are getting for that. Now here I have mentioned one more question. So here numerical data was not there. Okay, but in this case numerical data is there, but still we can find the mode. Okay, in both the cases we can find. So here the number of chapatis prepared by a shop in a week. So in a week there is one record that first day of the week how many chapatis that shop made, next day. Okay, in this way in a week how many chapatis the shop made. So in a week 7 days, so I am keeping 7 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now same just like that table you make that. Okay, 150 observation 150 is there. So how many times 150 is coming? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Then 155. What is the frequency of 155? How many times it is occurring? Only one. Okay, now 160. Only once it is occurring. 162. Only once. So which one is having the highest frequency? This data, this observation. Okay, mode is nothing. We have to write that observation which is having highest frequency. So this data is having highest frequency. You can see 150 is occurring most oftenly. So this will be our mode. So what is the mode of this data? 150. So in this way we are going to learn about mode in exercise 3.2. Friends, I have taken an example. Okay, weekly demand of size, which size of shirt is being purchased by how many number of people, weekly demand. Okay, which shirt size having more demand, which shirt size having less demand, that data has been put up here. Okay, so there are different sizes of shirts: 90 centimeter, 95 centimeter, 100 centimeter, 105 centimeter, 110 centimeter. Okay, so 8 of the people buy 90 centimeter shirts in a week. Okay, 90 centimeter sized shirt is demanded by 8 people in a week. Similarly, 95 centimeter sized shirt by 22 in a week, 100 centimeter 32, 105 centimeter by 37 people in a week, and 110 centimeter by 6 people in a week. So this is the weekly demand of different sizes of the shirt. Okay, so I have already told what is mode. So can anybody tell me what is the mode of this data? I told already, mode means that observation. Mode is that observation which is occurring most oftenly, most frequently, that is having the highest frequency. Frequency is nothing, most frequently it is occurring, highest frequency. Okay, more oftenly it is there. So can you tell me in this data which is occurring most oftenly? Which size of data is being sold most oftenly? So here you can see which is having the highest frequency. This one, 37. So which size of that shirt is being sold most oftenly? 105 centimeter size shirt. So our mode will be 105 centimeter. Why? Because it is having the highest frequency. It is this size of shirt, means 105 centimeter size shirt is being sold most oftenly. If it is sold most oftenly, so most of the time it is being sold, so number of shirts sold will be high. Okay, so mode will be this observation. I'm telling you will be doing one type of mistake, might be your mistake sometimes. You will be writing here mode 37. You will just see that 37 is the highest frequency and you will just write here 37. No, it is wrong. Mode means which observation. This is our observation. This all our observation. Okay. So which observation is occurring most of the time? This frequency will help us to determine which observation occurring most of the time. But our answer will be that observation which is occurring most of the time. So answer will be 105 centimeter, and don't forget to write if there any unit mentioned. So don't forget to write that. So this is our answer, not the 37. This is only the frequency. We are not going to write the frequency in mode. We are going to write the observation with highest frequency. Okay, so this can be one type of mistake. So I am telling you. Okay, so let us see one more example. So here is one more example. Find the mode of the given set of numbers. So they have given a set of numbers. We have to identify the mode. Okay, so 1 1 2 4 3 2 1 2 2 4. So which number is occurring most of the times, most oftenly? Okay, so in this way if we calculate 1 2 1 is occurring how many times? 1 2 3, 3 times. 2 is occurring how many times? 1 2 3 4. So it becomes difficult to identify which is occurring most of the time. Okay, we may miss one of the number. Okay, so it will be better if we arrange them in ascending order or descending order. That will be better. So I'm just writing 1 is occurring how many times? 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 times. Okay, 2 is occurring how many times? 1 2 3 4. While writing 1 2 3 4, we are counting like this 2 2 2 2. So you may be faced one type of mistake, that while writing 2 2 2 2, as I'm telling here 4 also, you may write one of the number 4. So be careful about that. Okay, number of times 2 is 4. Okay, so that will be a silly mistake for you. So now 3 is occurring how many times? Only 1 times. And 4 1 2. So we have arranged. So now it's easy to identify which number is occurring most oftenly. 1 is 3 times, 2 is 4 times, 3 is 1 time, 4 is 2 times. So obviously our mode will be 2, or our mode will be number of times it is occurring 1 2 3 4 times. Our mode will be 2 or 4. Can anybody tell me our mode will be 2 or 4? Yes, it will be 2. It will not be 4. That observation which is occurring maximum times will be our mode. How many times it is occurring, that is not our mode. That observation will be our mode. It is not, it is how many times it is occurring. That is not our mode. Observation will be our mode. So be careful with this. So our mode here will be 2. Okay, in another way also you can make the table, do the tally marks, write the frequency and can do. Since it is a short data, so we can easily arrange them in ascending and descending order. So I am doing like this. So when there will be a large amount of data, 20 numbers, 30 numbers, so it will be better if you make the column of observation and do the tally marks, because you know how to represent data. Using the tally marks, you will be able to make the how much frequency will be there, means one number occurring how many times, that will be then easy. Okay, in case of the large data, since it is short, so I am doing like this. Okay, we will take that type of example also. Okay friends, now you can see previously it was short range of data, but now you can see so many datas are there. Approximately I think 40 numbers are there. Okay, so this is the data given on following are the margin of victory in the football matches of a league. So what is the margin of victory in the football matches? It has been given. So 40 numbers are there. So it will be easy for us to arrange them in ascending or descending order. Obviously no. So here what we are going to do, as we have already learned how to do the tally marks, so we are going to use there. Okay, so all concepts are interlinked. So when we are going to use the tally marks, when we are going to use the other kind of representation, so that should be our, we must not focus on that we are going to calculate the mode. So we are going to see which number is occurring how many times. No, we are going to apply multiple concepts there, which we have already learned. Okay, so we have learned about tally marks. We know how to arrange them in a give this numbers a beautiful order, that we know. So we are going to arrange them using tally marks. So this is about the margin of victory. So margin of victory, margin of victory. Then I will do the tally mark. Okay, so now 1. So how many numbers are there? Okay, first I'm taking 1. So 1 is occurring 1, 2, this one, this one, okay, this one. So up to this only. Okay, now 2. Margin of victory 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so in this way we have to arrange. So next this one, 2, this one, these 2. Okay, so now 3, margin of victory 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now margin of victory 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now margin of victory 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now margin of victory 6. So 1, 2. So we have done the tally mark over all the numbers. So once you check. Okay, so now you write down the frequency. How many times margin of victory 1 is occurring? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 5, 5, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Okay, now 5 plus 2, 7. 5, 3, 2. So once you count also total, since 40 observations are there, so just you see 40 observations are there or not. So you calculate 40 number of observation are there or not. Yes, 14, 9 plus 14, 23, 23 plus 7, 30 plus 5, 35 and 38, 40. Okay, so 40 observations. So we have written all the numbers. So once you have to check. Okay, so now mode, as I told, the highest frequency, the observation with highest frequency. Which observation? That is with highest frequency. This is the highest frequency. Which observation is having the highest frequency? 2. So our mode will be that observation. Not that frequency, but that observation. So our mode will be 2 because it is having the highest frequency. So in this way we are going to calculate the mode of any given data. So mode is one of the central tendency. Just like mean, it is also a central tendency. It can be used when data is not in a numerical value. Okay, so this two type of central tendency we have studied. One more type of central tendency is there, which we are going to learn in our next class. So now few homeworks for you. So here are few homeworks for you. So first question, find the mean and mode of. Data is given, you have to find both because you have already learned about mean and you are knowing about mode also. So for the following data you have to calculate both mean and mode. So this is the data given. I have underlined, so you must not confuse between numbers. Be careful to note down these values. Okay, so these are the two given datas. For the first data you find mean and mode. For the second data also you have to find out mean and mode. For that purpose, whatever needed, you have to do representation of data in a well mannered way, ascending order, descending order. You can arrange in tabular form. So what you feel that you must do, that you do, because it is a short kind of data, you can arrange in ascending or descending order also, or it will be more better, more beautiful if you do in a tabular form. Okay, but for the vast amount of data, obviously you have to make the table, you have to make the tally marks, and you have to do. Okay, Second question, find the mode of this data. So you can see here it is already arranged. So you have already arranged this data. So now only you have to see which one is the mode, which observation is occurring most oftenly. Okay, so one thing you may face here, that you can find that two observations are occurring at the same speed, means frequency are same for both. Two observation may be there. Okay, so that time mode can be two observations. Mode can be any two numbers also from that data. Okay, so don't worry about that. If for the mode value two things are coming, then that two observation will be the mode. Okay, so in this question you may find that type of thing. Okay, third question, find the mode of height of 25 children in centimeter. These are the height in centimeter of 25 children. Okay, so note down these values very carefully. I have underlined to make it separate. Okay, to make it more visible to you. In the fourth question also same thing. Find the mode of the following data. So data is given in numbers. You have to identify the mode. So when it is large amount of data, what we should do first? So you have to take that step. Then you have to calculate the mode. So two central tendency we have learned, mean and mode. So next day we are going to learn about third central tendency. Okay, so that name I will tell in that class only. So thank you.